Hi guys, how are you doing today? I did an unboxing for y'all and some swatches, sneak peek of swatches, but you're fixing to see this stuff anyway. Anyway, I was gonna do an unboxing, some swatches, and a try on, but it's already 30 minutes long. So, golly, them eyeshadows are stuck too. That's good, that means they'll last a long time. It's already 30 minutes. I don't know. I might put them together. I might not. But in case they're separated, this is the part where you actually get to see me put it on my face. And I'm excited. So, I don't even know what to do because I have 3 highlighters and I want to use all of them. But first, we're going to go in with this bronzer. This is the Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in the shade Fair. I think this will be very pretty. Oh, we do have a lot of kick up in the pan. Or not, well, a lot. You can kind of see that. They're not a lot, but there's some. It definitely pick up. Whew, did you see that? Okay, so we're gonna go calm down a little bit so we don't go too much, but I do think this will be very, very pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna press it where I want it first and then do circular motions and blend. Ooh, yeah, pretty. Ooh. Very pretty. I'm actually gonna take my big brush. Sometimes, depending on the bronzer, I'll use like a smaller brush, or sometimes if they give me some trouble, if I use a big brush, which I feel like it's trying to give me some trouble. So we're gonna blend this one out with the big brush that has nothing on it. Oh yeah, very pretty. So I'm just going to use the big brush this time, pick up some product. Yeah, it's going to do better with a big brush. It just depends. Some bronzers I have do better with a smaller brush, and sometimes some of them do better with a bigger, fluffier brush. Just look at my big mirror over here. And so I'm trying not to go in with too much at one time, so I'm just lightly building it up because I don't want to overdo it. It's very pretty though. I'm just building it up slowly because I don't know how to. I ain't got a feel for it yet. Very pretty. I do think this one isn't bad, but I do think I like the way the bigger brush applies it better. So when I'll use this, I'll just use it with my big fluffy brush. Yes, it does have a like Physicians Formula like smell vibe to it, except like the tropical coconut thing. It just also has a pineapple tint to it. So I'm like inhaling all this pineapple. It's kind of nice. I hope my skin don't react bad to it. I don't think it would. Very pretty. A little on the nose. To bring her nose back to life. Oh, I can smell that pineapple. Interesting. I wonder, out of all the smells they chose for the Glow collection, that they made this bronzer smell like coconut and pineapple. I do like this. I actually really like this shade for me too. It looks a little more intense on camera than it is in person. I mean, I did apply a little heavy-handedly, but to you it looks dramatic, of course, to the camera. This side I did with that small brush, as you know, so it's a little more intensely packed right there. So yeah, it's definitely a big brush kind of bronzer, but very pretty. And I like this shade on me. I feel like it doesn't look like it looks, what do I call it? It doesn't look too dark. It doesn't look too orange, but yet it looks orange enough to where I think it would be a really pretty, obviously, summertime bronzer. But I think you could still pull it off in the wintertime as well. I think it's very pretty. Like I said, not too dark, not too orange, but it does have a little bit of an orange hue to it, but it's not overpowering me. If it doesn't oxidize and go crazy orange, I really, really like this a lot. I really like this. I am so excited for that. Okay, So now we have highlighters. We have the Luster highlighter in the shade White Rose, which actually tends to lean a little bit more of a pinky tone. So, which for me, I like it's pretty, but it's not what I typically go for. So that's a little bit disappointing, but it's still very pretty. It's like the tiniest little pink tone to it. And then we have the Soph X Revolution Glow Kit Glow highlighter, I don't know, in Sugar Frosting. So these right here. Very, very pretty. Let's do, okay, I didn't think about having all these different highlighters. That brush is clean. Let me dust this brush off. Oh, my ear's ringing. Why is my ear ringing? Okay. We're first going to go in with the Revolution Pro Luster highlighter in the shade White Rose. It is powdery. I think when I touched it or swatched it, it's very, very soft. So, because like I kind of crushed like that petal a little bit. So, but actually tapping it doesn't seem to disturb it a whole lot. So that's good. You can see it on the brush. Let's use this little mirror. Here we go. Pretty. Let's build it up. Because y'all know me. And I want people from Jupiter to see my highlighter. I always usually go in with 2 layers anyway. Oh yeah. Very, very pretty. I love it. Very glowy. It does have a tiniest bit of pink hue to it. But it's not, I don't think so much to where it really looks like a pink highlighter. Like my Wet N Blossom Glow, I like it, but I'll only use it if like my makeup is kind of more on the pink side, which typically it's not for me. But this, I think I could wear more because it's not so pink to where it looks pink. Very pretty. I like that. I've got so many. How many? I got 4 yesterday, 5, and then this is either 6 or 6 and 7, however you want to look at it. Okay, so another new brush, clean brush. I don't know which one I want to go for. Actually, you know what? We'll just go for the darker side, and then we'll just lighten it up, and it should be really about the, I don't know, the thing. No, I want to go for the light one. This is just me. I just want to go for the light one. All right, can you see? Hello? Get her going here. There's kick up and I'm disturbing the S, so. Okay. We're gonna go in with the darker side and we're gonna layer them. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. It's definitely more of a lighter highlighter. It's not as in your face, but you can see I'm starting to make an indent in here. I've completely disturbed the embossing in there. And we're really, okay. So it's building. I've about got too much on here. I forgot my blush because I didn't got no blush on. That's fine. We're just going to rock no blush today. Okay. I mean, y'all can see the difference. Like, y'all seen how much I was building this up and y'all can see the difference. But see, most people are going to like this. This is what I like. But this ain't bad, but it's very more natural looking. So, I don't want to say it. I don't like it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. It's pretty and it's more glowy looking, like and natural looking. It's very pretty, but this is where my side of town sits. It's just this is me. This is not me. And it crushes me to say that. I love Soph so much. It's pretty. It's not wrong with it. It's just not my style. Oh, that hurts my soul. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna get emotional over here. Okay. So now I guess we have, or let's do the eyes first. Let's do the eyes, then we'll do lips. Swatched it, got a little crummy. Lord, I didn't even think about this because I need some eyeshadow brushes. Let's start to dust these off. So I'm going to go with my typical kind of look, and I'm going to use all 4 shades. And actually, well, it's kind of typical, but it's going to be a little bit different. If y'all been to my channel, y'all know I like to add like a transition color and then a dark brown in my crease and then like a light shimmer shade on my lid. I will change the lid up, and I'm going to put the gold on my lid, and then that light shade I'm going to use as the highlighter shade, which typically I use a actual highlighter because I like it to be va-va-voom in your face. But I want to try all these shades out today, so this is what we're going to do. So, can you see me? All right, so we're going to go in with the lighter pinky transition shade, lots of kick up. Hello. You can see that. Whew. Just kind of gonna tap some of that pickup up. Quite a bit of kick up. Quite a bit, but it's still very pretty. And kick up really doesn't affect me personally too much, but I know some people it does. Okay. We're gonna go layer 2, and we're gonna build this up. I love this shade actually. This is a very pretty shade. You could just wear this honestly by itself if you wanted to. That's stunning. Like, it's just a little bit, and like just enough if you just wanted a one shade, and like very pretty like that. And it's very light to where you don't really notice it, but you notice it enough. Like if you, like yesterday, I just had a subtle shade like this and was going with it. Okay, so now we're going to a little bit less fluffy brush into the dark brown. I think that had a little less kick up, I don't know. And we're just gonna fluff this in the crease. Ooh, very pretty. They're blending together really nicely. I'm really not having to put in much effort at all. Like, I'm just going back and forth and not having to really even try to do anything with it. I think that one's a little bit darker, so we're gonna add a touch more. This dark brown over here. And y'all know I like to go back into the lighter shade and make sure everything is seamless. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. They're not very intense, so I think this is very beginner friendly because it literally just boom, it was on there. But they're not so pigmented to where it's stuck in places or to where it's too intense. And like if you're a beginner and you put this on here and you're just, you know, you can easily, it's very easily blendable, and it's not so intense to where it's just too much. I'm just gonna take whatever's left on this from that light transition shade and go on the bottom. I ain't gonna do nothing crazy today. This palette's very effortless, very, very beginner friendly. Boom, 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 done, out the door. You ain't gotta worry about making them blend together or having like a dark patch over here trying to blend it out or trying to, you know, because usually once it's so pigmented, you have to really, really work to get it. This is a wham bam done. Like it just boop, there it's on, and it's very pretty. Okay. So now I'm just gonna use my finger because that's what I typically do with shimmer shades because I feel like you get the most payoff. Excuse me. I'm gonna use my pointer finger. So like I said, the gold shade is quite a bit crummy, but there's so much like glitter and reflect in it. We're gonna put this on the shade. This mirror's got that thing on it and I can't see anything. Now we can see. Build it up just a little bit. There is quite a bit of fallout, but it's okay. No big deal. You just take your little powder brush. Boop. All gone. I'll even dust over it too. And sometimes you get a little bit up in your crease where it's not supposed to be, so just go back in with one of your brushes. Just blend it off. Okay, when I did that, some of my stuff disappeared. Not a good sign. Okay, let's go into this eye. It might be good to use a glitter glue. Of course, I never typically do, but it might be a good idea with this shade. Because if something tells me if I'm gonna brush and it's gonna disappear like that, it's not gonna last very long. So if you are not lazy like me and you use glitter glue, I would probably use glitter glue because it's literally just disappearing before my eyes. Like I get it on there, it looks pretty, and then all of a sudden I look and it's gone. But here we are. So now I'm going to take my pinky with this lighter shade right here. I'm going to put it in my inner corner. See, typically I just use my regular highlighter because it's so brightening. And see, this is supposed to be the lighter highlight shade, but for me and my pale skin, it's not very intense. Of course, some people don't like very intense. I really do. So, and I don't feel like you're looking at me and it looks darker because of my beloved Frosty the Snowman skin. Okay, let's do some lips really quick. We're gonna try, I think we're gonna try all these on. Try all these on. First, we're gonna go in with the bullet lipstick in the shade Syrup, the lighter shade. Move this down a little bit. It's so creamy. I don't know if this would last or not throughout a meal because it's so creamy. But very pretty nude shade without being too far nude. Pretty. Oh, yes, I have a blanket down here that's just here for me to wipe my face. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the Fudge shade, which is the darker shade. It's actually kind of tastes and smells like fudge. Like I'm getting, like I can smell it and like I'm putting it in my mouth and I'm like wanting to. So you can see how creamy it is because like my crusty lips are just digging into it. It's so creamy. I like that brown shade. Like it's brown without being too brown, you know what I'm talking about? Of course, it almost looks a little too brown for me because of my my like extra fair skin. Okay. All right, we're gonna do the lip kit in the lightest shade that I don't remember what it was no more. Don't judge me. I don't know how to use lip liners because I don't use lip liners. And you can just, she said, use the lip liner by itself or in combination with the balm. I hope that's right. said, I'm not a lip liner girl. You can also use the balm by itself. Very pretty. And it's actually got, I was wondering if you wouldn't have much payoff, but it feels good on the lips. Literally like a lip balm. But it has enough color to it where it looks like you did something. Very pretty. It looks more pinky, I feel like, in my phone than it does in person. Looks more neutrally in person. Because y'all know if it was too pink, that's not my cup of tea all the time as a everyday basis. I'm going with it just a touch. Okay. For some reason I think I'm most excited for this darker shade, which is the Toffee Drizzle shade. I really like the way this feels. Interesting. It's definitely more of a bolder lip, but I really like it for if I need a more nude, bolder lip. I love the way this feels. It's not thick, it's just like a lip balm, but it looks like you were like putting a lot of effort. I like these. Okay. My favorites. Hello. I'm not even going to put on mascara because this video is already too long. So, favorites would have to be the lip kits and the bronzer. And then the bullet lipsticks are really nice. They're extremely, extremely creamy. So I don't know how much they'll last, but I don't know how much this would really last either. But they were nice. I love the eyeshadow palette. It's definitely beginner friendly. And that shade really probably needs a glitter glue to really last. But it was still nice. The highlighter is very nice. This is definitely up my alley. It's a little bit more on the pink side. So if you're looking for that bright, intense, more wider highlighter, this, I mean, it's nice and it's pretty and it's still, but it's got the tiniest pink hue to it, but it's definitely pretty. I will definitely use it again. I don't dislike it whatsoever. This is definitely, I'm so sorry. This is hurting me. My least favorite of the bunch. It's just more of a glowy product. Like if you like just a glow right there, then you will love this. Me personally, I want you to see it from outer space. So out of the two I tried today, this one is high favorite. This one is just, it's more of a natural. I'll wear this on my natural days when I'm just trying to do a little bit of just base makeup. But anyway, that is our little haul try on. I guess we didn't do this in the haul video, but I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye everybody.